Welcome to the 10/8/2014 webinar, and thank you all for joining us. Megan Warren, Program Sessions Manager at the International Aid Society, will explain you the concept of a conference hub, what the benefits in organizing a conference hub are, how and when a conference hub can be organized, and what costs might be associated. To allow all the attendees to hear the presenter, please do not unmute yourself. Your questions will be addressed at the end of the presentation.
Hi everybody, welcome to the webinar. Glad to have you with us today. Okay, so on the first slide, the Conference Hubs program, just to give you a little bit of background, was established essentially to expand the participation and the reach of the conference and to allow people to participate who were not able to come for many different reasons, from financial to time to immigration problems. And additionally, it was implemented to create partnerships to basically strengthen the local response and increase the capacity and the visibility of the local stakeholders. So essentially how the program works is that sessions are recorded at the conference. We actually film the sessions when they are presented at the conference, and then we upload them to the web. And then you can download them or view them two ways. You can either stream them or download them through the Program at a Glance, which is our PAG, or this year, and it's new for this year, is YouTube. And you can either watch the presentations individually just by yourself for your own learning, or you can actually organize a group. And that the organized group is what we consider a conference hub. So in the group, the rest of the information in this presentation will be about the groups. So we ask that you select topics or populations, sessions on topics or populations relevant to the epidemic in your community. Typically, they are followed by a moderated discussion so that you can examine how the local response might be strengthened, or the regional response as well. And you can organize complementary events such as trainings alongside the conference material so that the event really can be fully adapted to fit the needs of your audience. So why would you organize a conference hub? Well, a lot of people can't attend the conference because they don't have time, they don't have the money to travel, etc. Basically, the hubs are to ensure that everybody gets to participate in the conference and to take the education that's presented at the conference back to your communities. When can you organize a hub? You can organize a hub during or after the conference. You can't do it before because the sessions are embargoed, and the actual sessions won't be available for download right away. It will be active indefinitely, however, after the conference, so you can actually download the sessions in December after the conference and host a hub then. Or it can be hosted, you know, between the 20th and the 25th during the actual conference. Anyone can organize a conference hub, including motivated individuals, faith-based organizations, clinics, hospitals. And we'll go through some partnerships in a moment, but often the partnerships work really well between a local NGO and a university because they have complementary facilities or capacity. The recorded sessions will be available with a delay of approximately 24 hours. That's because it takes us some time after the sessions are recorded to have the AV company actually edit them and then upload them to the servers. Sometimes that is shorter. I believe in 2012 it was 6 hours. but we say 24 just because the AV company cannot guarantee that the sessions will be prepared in 6 hours. To put together your program and look at the sessions that you'd like to view, you'll be able to do that in May. The complete program will be available online in May. So you can review that and select which ones you would like to watch. So it should not, we hope that the hubs do not cost much. The sessions, of course, are free of charge. You can download them, save them to your computer. You can stream them, all, of course, for free. And we're hoping that if you develop those partnerships, if you yourself and your organization don't have a venue, a computer, or projector, that you would pair with somebody who might have that. You can provide food and beverages. Of course, you don't have to. But if you do, the extra expense would be your responsibility. You're welcome to charge for that. We ask that you not make a profit on it because the hubs, the education is supposed to be available for everyone. What's new for this year? So in the past, we've had people apply and then do an evaluation, but the evaluation that we received said that people were wanting access to more sessions. So what we've done for this year is get rid of the administrative part and put the money that would normally be used to develop the platform into filming more conference sessions. So this year there are no applications. You don't have to attend. Just so I can clarify, because some people are getting a little confused, there is on the website one particular hub with a deadline that was January 31st. That was only for one particular hub that would have been held for Ramadan. And that hub, actually, we did not find an organizer, so we will not be hosting that hub. So this year, in the past, we've asked for a minimum number of 20 attendees. It's great if you can encourage people to attend your hub, but there is no minimum number this year. So if you had 5 people, that would be great. If you had 100 people, that would also work. We're also changing the terminology because we're finding that the word hub does not actually resonate with our audience. Hub does not actually translate well in other languages than English. So we're going to recommend that hubs be rolled into our concept of the conference online. And we've actually put together a new page, web page that will be put up shortly, that basically takes you through all of the state-of-the-art technology that we use at AIDS 2014. It will give you links and instructions for the YouTube page, the program at a glance, our mobile app, these webinars, and then some of the media events that are going on around the conference, such as Joy 94.9 is a radio station in Australia that's hosting interviews with presenters and key speakers. So you'll be able to view the hubs and access information through there because the word hub does not translate. Also new for this year, and I mentioned this before, is YouTube. So you'll be able to stream the conference sessions online, and they will be divided by track and then by session type. So you can search, and you can also search by keyword. And then those will be available for an unlimited period of time. So we are still going to provide the hub in a box to conference organizers. This is a sort of a do-it-yourself toolkit that's going to help you put your event together. So we have marketing templates such as a press release that are customizable. You can add your logo, and it has just a basic description of the conference and some information on that. And then you can add specific information on what your event is about and send that out to your constituencies. There's some meeting templates, budget templates, some ideas for fundraising. And if you would like to monitor or evaluate your own event, you don't need to do this for us, but if you would like to do it for yourselves, we have templates in there for that as well. And that will be available in May as well. So some things to consider when you're creating your program for the Hub. Of course, it should address HIV and AIDS, co-infections, or related issues, but you really can tailor it for your audience and pick the population that you work with, or populations plural. You could do it around a specific issue. You can go back. The program at a glance from 2012 is online, so it will give you some ideas about what types of sessions are available if you want to start looking through those now. And then, of course, the program for this year will be available online from the end of May. So when you're selecting a date and time, of course, you can do it anytime during the conference from the 20th to 25th, and you can also do it after the conference in an unlimited period of time. We have seen that hubs that tie themselves to awareness days or events, international or national events, often get more attention or more press. So we do recommend that. I've given just some examples of some days that you might use. World AIDS Day, for example. Sometimes folks like to do a series, so they might cover one particular topic and just do short hour to 2 hour hubs, and they would do once a month, for example. Sometimes we'll have somebody do 3 hubs, and they'll do a half day each time. It really depends on what you have the capacity to do. When you're looking at the sessions, they can, your hub could be designed around any combination of plenary sessions, symposia, bridging sessions, and they are all listed both on YouTube and the program at a glance. To put together your session, I probably would recommend you go to the program at a glance, because then you'll be able to read the description of the session and things like that. YouTube only has the videos. So if you have the internet and an electric capability to stream, that's great, and you can just stream it directly from there. But in terms of researching the program, probably the program at a glance is your best bet. We do encourage you to invite local or regional experts who can actually speak to the topic to facilitate discussions afterwards or prepare trainings or workshops in addition. We also encourage you to form partnerships with organizations or agencies that have complementary services. That will really allow you to keep costs down, strengthen response. It increases networking opportunities and also creates new opportunities. And again, will often cement. It sometimes gives organizations more visibility, especially if they pair with a larger organization. If you want any more information on Conference Hubs there, we do have web pages up. For specific questions, you can email me. I'll take questions now, but feel free to email me at any time if you have questions about your specific hub. That's it for me. We're going to open the floor for questions now.
You can also use the chat if you feel more comfortable. I have one question for you, Megan. Do you have any suggestions for the discussion sessions?
For the discussion sessions, we typically people will watch the actual presentation, and we actually cut the recordings into each presentation. So if in one session on HIV and hepatitis, for example, there are 3 or 4 presenters, each presenter will receive a single file, so you don't actually have to view the entire session. You can just view whatever particular presentation you want if you don't want to view the whole thing. And then in answer to your question, after you view the recording of the session, typically we encourage the moderator to prepare some questions before in advance. So often we encourage them to watch the session and prepare some questions in advance that will start the dialogue. And then we found that a lot of times once that dialogue is begun, participants will have questions and keep the conversation going. In terms of training, I would invite, if you want to do a training or a workshop and actually build capacity, I would invite someone who has created, either implemented something or created a program that will, facilitators are often much harder to find than a moderator. And we're happy if you have any, if you're doing a specific topic and you'd like to know some folks in your area, if you don't have any contacts that would be good moderators, we're happy to try and recommend people. But usually the discussion centers on what was presented, and a lot of times if it, you know, the topic is often debated, or people have questions about how to implement some of the new research, etc. Does that answer the question?
Any other questions for Megan?
Hello?
Yes, hello. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I just want to know if there's any platform for other NGO in another country to like to have a collaboration or partner with NGO that are present in Australia, like that come for the conference, maybe. Hello?
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I just want to know
really...
if there's any platform you created on the conference hub for other NGO in another country to partner or to associate with other NGO that are present in the conference, you know, through the conference hub. That's what I want to know.
I don't really think this is a question related to that. So you are just interested in knowing about other NGOs in Australia that can partner with your organization?
Yeah, but yeah.
Maybe we will follow up with you at a later stage. Is that fine?
Pardon?
We will follow you at a later stage. Megan will follow up with you. We'll send you an email.
Okay, no problem. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks. Any other questions for Megan? It doesn't seem so. So maybe we take this opportunity to let the attendees know about the upcoming webinar. It will be preparing your presentation, so PowerPoint presentation and also a poster presentation. And it is scheduled for the 12th of June, 7 a.m. GMT. Well, you all registered with this webinar, so you perfectly know how to do that. But please let your colleague know that this will be one of the last, actually, webinars that we will have for the conference. Actually, Megan, I have another question for you. Where can we find the Hub in a Box?
So the Hub in a Box will be available online. There's a link to the website in this presentation that you'll have access to. You can either go to the website itself directly on the Hub's page. It is not currently posted. It will be available in the end of May. But there will be a link and an icon. It's a purple icon, and it says Hub in a Box.
And to reply to another question, yes, these slides and also the recording will be available, not really after this webinar. Please allow us a couple of days to work on these documents. The person that asked you a question about the Hub in a Box is saying that it seems a little late since we have to send out the invitation soon. Maybe, can you please write when you would like to host the Hub? Oh, during the event. So she would like to have a Hub during the event, and she thinks that the Hub in a Box in a couple of weeks actually might be a little late.
We've updated most of the materials already. I just need to check through that. So if we can get it published to the site earlier, we will shoot to do that.
Okay, so this person is saying that possibly he will send out the information to people in the country by the end of next week, but she will check the website anyway. Okay. Any other questions for Megan? It doesn't seem so. So anyway, if you have any other questions, please follow up with her. The email address is included in the presentation, which will be available in a couple of days. I would like to thank you, Megan, and thank also all of you for attending this webinar.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.